The question is, if you had to lose your legs or your arms, which would you choose? The idea for this video sparked while playing a game of Would You Rather with my wife.
I'm gonna make her change her mind.
Now, I'm no stranger to starting fires, but I typically use my hands.
Today I'm gonna attempt to start a fire using only my feet.
The first thing to consider is the utilization of both the hands and the feet. The hands are very versatile, thanks to the thumbs. They can help us grip and manipulate things. Our legs, on the other hand, allow us to move distance. They are to humans the same as tires to a car, but the feet specifically are quite useless. Stuffed in a foot coffin, soft, unable to move or assist with everyday life. So where did we go wrong? To answer that question, I created an experiment to test the foot dexterity of modern day humans to primates.
Thank you for calling World of Primates. How may I direct your call?
Hey, I have a weird question for you. I'm running an experiment on the foot dexterity between humans and primates, and I was wondering if you guys either rent monkeys or if I could like borrow one from the sanctuary. Okay.
If we look at human evolution, the dexterity of our feet has significantly declined. We've become entirely reliant on our hands for complex tasks, and over the last 7 million years, our feet structure has drastically changed. Which is why I've been training for this experiment. And the feet are far more useful than you may think. Driving, eating, and even wiping your ass. But in all seriousness, our feet kind of suck at everything. Look at primates, for example. We share 98 to 99% of our DNA with them, yet our feet are 80 to 90% less utilized. And you can trust me, I did the testing.
We laid out 5 items that could be used to start a fire in a survival situation. Starting from the easiest, we have a propane torch. Pretty simple. Turn the dial, press the igniter, and you have a raging flame. Definitely the simplest way to start a fire. Right here. Likelihood of you having this in a survival situation, extremely low. Second on our list, the classic Bic lighter. I can see this one being pretty difficult to engage with the foot. I don't know if that one's gonna work very well. A little bit more interestingly, in the middle of the difficulty range, we have binoculars, or you could have a magnifying glass here. Essentially, this just harnesses the power of the sun to magnify the sun's strength and aim it onto a piece of tinder, which will over time ignite the tinder. Today we have a pretty cloudy day, so I don't think this one is in the books for us. Second most difficult item we have here is a ferro rod. If you know how to use one of these, it's actually quite simple. And the most difficult item we have on our list is the, it's a stick. So many of you might have seen before that you can actually start a fire with friction. And based off some initial testing that I've done with this, I don't think this one's in the cards for us today either. So this is our fire adaptability to foot chart. As you see here, we have foot adaptability, so that's how well the foot can use fire starter. And then down here we have ease of fire starting. The lighter is gonna score pretty low right here, just because I think it's gonna be really hard to hit the lighter, flick the lighter. The stick, obviously very low on our list here. Binoculars, I think for foot adaptability, the binoculars would work pretty well, but unfortunately we have a cloudy day, so it's not gonna work. A ferro rod, I think, has a decent chance. Maybe make this work. And then the torch is just our winner, of course. It's up here, so easiest to most difficult. 2 items we're choosing today are gonna be the ferro rod and the torch. You know, something just struck me, and that is that most animals don't have hands, which is the reason why I have to put this muzzle guard on our puppy, because he eats everything. The mouth are the hands of animals. All right, for the sake of today's video, we're playing the role of a plane crash victim that got his arms cut off in the fall. The setting is a freezing desert. We don't have a freezing desert, so you're just gonna have to imagine it. I didn't plan on this, but it actually rained last night, so everything is pretty wet, which is just gonna make this way more difficult. Don't exactly know how far I should take this, but I think I'm gonna try to gather some kindling with my feet as well. I think I have grossly underestimated how difficult this is gonna be. Wow. In the wreckage of the plane, I was lucky enough to find some cardboard, a mysterious jar of Vaseline-soaked cotton balls, our torch, some fire starters, and our ferro rod. So there you go. Look at that. One strike. That's all we need. I think for sure I should be able to get it going with the torch, but I'm gonna give it like 30 more minutes with the ferro rod just to see if there's any possibility. We're definitely gonna be using the cotton balls though. I've been at it for 30, 40 minutes and I've managed to get one strike and the cotton balls didn't catch. So I think it's time to go to plan B, which is gonna be the torch. I think this one should be kind of easy. Fire! We have fire! Torch is what did it. Okay, that was like first try. Look at that. Fire started with the feet. Okay, to be honest, quite disappointed with my abilities with the ferro rod. Despite my confidence, this was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I got one strike off the ferro rod. Granted, the torch was first try, took maybe 30 seconds to get it going. So I guess moral of the story here, you have no arms or you plan on losing them, just make sure you have a torch with you. Good enough advice, I think.
I think the point is like I'm never gonna be in a situation where I'm lighting a fire with my feet. I would rather have feet than my hands. I would rather walk, climb, run than like reach for things. I can grab things with my feet. You can brush my hair.
Try to drink that water.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, well, I guess we failed.